You know, if there's one man in Hollywood right now who deserves a love letter right now, this guy right here. I mean, with movies like this one, and movies like this one, let me take his face off. Woo-wee, I'm good looking. Yeah, again, I'm not very good at impressions, but lo and behold, I enjoy doing them. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Oh boy. This film was directed by Tom Gormican and it stars Nick f***ing Cage. What else do you need to know about this film? It's Nick f***ing Cage. And the legend is playing himself in this movie. He's unfulfilled and facing financial ruin, so he accepts a $1 million offer to attend a birthday party of a wealthy fan named Javi, played by Pedro Pascal. And things take a wildly unexpected turn here when a CIA operative played by Tiffany Haddish recruits Cage for an unusual mission. So, taking on the role of a lifetime, fittingly enough, he soon finds himself channeling his most iconic and beloved characters to save himself and his loved ones. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say, folks. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent was a film that I was very, very curious to check out because it just sounded like something that was unlike anything I would ever see in my whole entire life. And holy shit, was it. This movie gave me everything I would have wanted out of a love letter to Nicolas Cage, and so much more. This movie was not only hilarious, it was not only action-packed, but it was also very, very heartwarming. And I think it's gonna stand as one of my favorite movies of the year when it's all said and done, because when you look at it on the surface, yes, this is a very, very silly concept. Nick Cage just running around channeling his inner voices. And that is kind of one issue I have with the film. There are a couple of iffy moments where Nick Cage is kind of acting with himself, and it's just kind of strange. A little bit too strange. There's one scene in a hotel bar. You'll know what I'm talking about. But if you dig deeper and you actually sit through this whole movie, it actually feels more like a love letter to struggling artists. No matter what you've been through throughout your career, never give up on your dreams. That's the central focus of this film. Not even necessarily just Nick Cage himself, who is the best he's been in years. Oh my word. And he's been great in films within the past 5 years, like Mandy and Pig, especially from a year ago. Nick Cage is the man. I don't know what else you want me to say. Nick Cage proves it in this film. He is here to stay. Please never stop being you. But of course, this isn't just a film that's feeding into his ego or anything like that. I don't even know if that was the central purpose of the movie, but everyone else surrounding him is just doing such a good job just being funny. Tiffany Haddish was absolutely hilarious as the CIA agent, and in movies with spy subplots like this, the CIA agents tend to be the boring ones. Tiffany Haddish was not boring in the slightest. I absolutely loved her in this film. And not to mention, you also get some pretty gratuitous cameos from actors like Neil Patrick Harris, who I thought fit in really, really well. There's a scene that he shares with Nick Cage in a massage room that involves some palm fronds. I don't exactly know what they were using, but oh my god, was it funny. Again, I'm trying not to spoil it for you guys, but when you go see the film and you see that massage scene, it seems painful, but like, you want to try it. Just because Neil Patrick Harris says it's nice, I mean, it must be. But I'm digressing. I also mentioned that Pedro Pascal was in this movie, and I don't want to spoil anything, but Pedro Pascal was the exact opposite of what I was expecting him to be in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Him and Nick Cage are just dynamite together on screen. There are some moments where the two characters get on some drugs and some LSD, and they get into some hijinks, and like, just go watch this movie. I don't know how else to describe it to you with words. Just go watch it. But those two had me busting up. Pedro Pascal is the funniest I think he's ever been in this film, and he was stealing the show in a lot of things. The Mandalorian, he's gonna be the Mandalorian forever though, let's face it. But Wonder Woman 1984, he was the best part of that movie. Pedro Pascal, he's gonna get so much work after this film. Maybe even as the next great action hero, like a Nicolas Cage. And I would like to see these two do more together, because these two in the frame you just couldn't help but feel endeared towards their friendship. And you wanted them to get over their obstacles, and you wanted them to pull through. And it's actually really endearing. Again, I don't know how else to describe it. If I'm sounding like a broken record here, I apologize, but you guys all, if you guys are fans of Nick Cage especially, you should go check this out. But how's the filmmaking in this? The action sequences don't have a bunch of shaky cam in there. You can see everything perfectly clear. The cinematography, once Nick Cage goes to this birthday party in Mallorca, absolutely breathtaking beaches, just crystal clear ocean water. And director Tom Gormican, I think, does masterfully with what he has here. There were so many unique pieces of filmmaking that I was freaking blown away by. There's a little scene where Nick Cage is looking at a wax statue of himself, which is admittedly quite garish looking, and the camera will just mold Nick Cage the actor into Nick Cage the wax statue. And that sounds really, really weird, but that's exactly what this film is. It's weird, it's different, and I think everybody should go check it out, especially if you're a hardcore fan of Nick Cage. Might I also add that the soundtrack was freaking brilliant? The song choices in here are damn near perfect. But final verdict, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is a film lover's paradise. It is a hardcore Nick Cage fan's paradise. And it's not just a love letter to one of the most polarizing figures in Hollywood, but it's a love letter to the struggling artist, telling us to never give up on our dreams, no matter what obstacles we're facing, no matter what ridicule we're going through. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this movie is a triumph. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. I'm giving Massive Talent an A. Guys, I'm about as shocked as you are that I'm saying that. I really, really dug this film, and I absolutely recommend it to every single one of you. Let me know what you thought of The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent down in the comment section down below. And what's your favorite Nick Cage performance of all time? I mean, that's just a topic you could talk for days about. As you guys know, I love discussing all brand new things, movies, and entertainment here on the regular. So if this is your first time visiting the channel today, do consider smashing that subscribe button and that notification bell right next to it. That way you guys can always stay in the loop over here. And go ahead and smash that like button as hard as you possibly can. It's also tremendously, tremendously helpful. And guys, of course, keep on the lookout for more exciting content hitting this channel very, very soon. I just uploaded my reviews for The Northman and The Bad Guys. I'll also be starting my Jurassic Park series before you know it with that original classic from 1993. Hoo boy, I can't wait for Dominion. I'm hoping it's good. Please let it be good. Don't let me down. But guys, I digress. Y'all are the best. Thank you all so, so very much for your support. And with all that being said, back talk, commence!